Oof. I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty nervous to film this clip. Um, but I promised you guys that I would be very honest and very open with my entrepreneurial journey. That was the reason that I started this vlog. And yeah, this is going to be hard to talk about. But I know that it's going to help you guys, and I know that it's going to help any future entrepreneur that watches these vlogs. So, look, the theme of today's vlog is going to be, it's supposed to feel like shit. All right. So I woke up, let's just backtrack. This week has been a hard week for me mentally. NLCA, so I've been very open and honest. If you follow my content or my podcast, I've been very open and honest about this, but this has kind of been the trajectory of NLCA. So I started business coaching myself in 2019. I had a ton of one-to-one clients. Things were going really, really well to the point where I was like, man, I should expand. I should grow something bigger. So I partnered up with my friend, Dayla McDevitt. Still my friend. She's no longer my business partner. I partnered up with her in 2020. And we saw a ton of success. So in our first year, we did 7 figures. And then we did multiple 7 figures in 2021. And then we grew even more in 2022. So we did over 8 figures in sales in just 2020, 2021, and 2022 in those 3 years. Now in our 4th year, 2023, there was a lot of things that changed, and also the business growth stalled in 2023. So we got up to this peak, and then it stalled, but it also kind of dipped. It was like a very slight dip in our results in 2023. And I hung on. So I hung on and I was like, all right, I don't want to make any major changes. Like, this is just a period of time. We're going to get through this. And we tried a ton of different things in order to fix the problems that we were experiencing, in order to get to that next level of growth. Basically what happened is, because of all of our growth, we hired a ton of staff. We got our staff to about a 34, 35 person staff. And then in 2023, we had this staff to support the growth that we were experiencing. But then in 2023, we stopped experiencing that growth, and we had a slight little decline. So that really constrained the profit margins, because we were in essence a little bit overstaffed per what we were doing revenue wise. So my philosophy was, let's maintain the staff that we have, and let's continue to find different ways to grow. Well, 2023, as you guys know, was a really hard year for the coaching space, and we didn't experience the growth that we hoped. And that's extremely normal. That's extremely, extremely normal, right? Business, much like weight loss, is an up and down scale, right? And those up and downs happen day to day, week to week, month to month, and year to year, right? Looking back at our trajectory, we had 3 years of up, followed by a year of baseline with a little bit of a dip, right? So it's extremely normal as an entrepreneur to go through these swings. And I think that's the big thing that most people don't talk about. Most people don't talk about that it's normal to have a bad month, that it's normal to have a bad week, that it's normal to have a bad year, maybe even a couple of years. All right, and I want to be that person to bring that to light. Because yes, I am a business coach, but it doesn't mean I'm perfect, right? It doesn't mean that I know everything, right? We got to a certain point, which most people, if they got to the point that we got to, they would be like, yeah, I don't even need to grow anymore. This is great. I'm just going to stay here. I'm a very growth-minded individual, so I always want to unlock that next level, and that's kind of where we've gotten stuck at. But getting back to the story here, like I said, it's supposed to feel like shit. So this week has been hard on me mentally, because we've put a couple of things in place. In October, we let a key member of our leadership team go, and I stepped back in as the sales manager. And I was hoping that, all right, this is going to get things back on a good groove. And we've kind of still just stayed at this baseline. And like I said, we have these large expenses because we're still supporting a staff that supported our rapid growth from 2020, 2021, and 2022. So this week, it's really started to weigh on me, right? We've been operating this way for about 12 months now. Yeah, about almost a year now. And it's really started to weigh on me. And I've came to the final decision this morning. I was like, we can't operate this way anymore. We can't operate this way anymore. We're supporting a staff that is not congruent with the growth that we're experiencing right now. So the decision that we're making, and it's a hard decision. It's an extremely hard decision. But I know that I'm going to be in this business for multiple years. I'm not in it for the short term. I'm in it for the long haul. And I know that these hard decisions have to be made in order to take 2 steps back, or take 1 step back to take 2 steps forward. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to analyze our current staff. We're going to see where we can cut expenses, which means that there's going to be some hard decisions that have to be made. We're going to reduce our expenses. Right now, our expenses are $260,000 a month. Once again, I always want to be transparent with you guys. They're $260,000 a month. We're trying to get them down to about $200,000 to $220,000 a month as a business. And if we can achieve that, then very, very comfortably, we're going to be back to a great profit margin that will allow us to once again take a step back, fix some things, reorganize some things, improve the program, improve some processes to then take 2 steps forward. But there is nothing easy about those decisions. There is nothing easy about saying that you need to trim back your labor expenses, right? I'm saying it lightly on here, but that means I'm going to have to let people go, right? That means I'm going to have to let people go that I don't want to let go, that work very fucking hard, that love the mission, that love NLCA, that love what we do. And I'm going to have to make hard decisions to let individuals go in order to continue to once again take steps forward, to temporarily reduce the expenses, get us back in a really solid spot so that we can continue to take steps forward. And no part of me wants to do that. And I know I seem calm right now. I'm the furthest thing from calm. I'm extremely anxious. I'm frustrated. I'm mad at myself. I know that this is the right decision, but it's not the decision that I wanted to come to, and that can wear on you mentally, right? It could beat you down mentally. But I also have perspective in knowing that this is normal business, right? What I mean by normal business is this happens all the time. No matter if you're in it for the long haul, meaning if you're in this for like multiple years and decades, there's going to be periods where you have great growth, and there's going to be periods where you don't have great growth. And it's the decisions that you make in the periods that you don't have great growth that are going to dictate your outcome. So I know that this is a decision that needs to be made, and it is absolutely not an easy one. But once again, I want to be horribly transparent with you guys on the vlog. And the reason I want to do that is I know no one else is. I know no one else is talking about this stuff. I know no one else is willing to talk about this stuff, but I am. I am willing to talk about it because I know it's going to help you. And the more I can help individuals show the truth of entrepreneurship, the more I know that I can impact some lives. And that's really what we're here for. Because although entrepreneurship, in my opinion, is the hardest profession in the world, it's also the greatest profession in the world, right? There's a saying where, those who bear the most weight are also going to get the most fruit. And the fruit that I want to achieve is I want to achieve something that can stand the test of time, something that can live beyond me, something that can impact people when I'm no longer here. And I'm hoping that this vlog could be that. I'm hoping that the company that I'm building could be that. And I'm hoping that the character traits, the values, the things that I stand for can be that as well. So there's plenty more vlog left. I know this is a long clip. This is probably going to take up most of the video today. But topic for today is going to be, it's supposed to feel like shit. And I hope you appreciate my transparency. Man, oh man, it's been a frustrating day, and I'm not trying to make this particular episode just complaining, but sometimes, like I said, sometimes you just eat fucking shit in entrepreneurship. We have 2 accounts that our ads are ran on. our NLCA Instagram and my FitCEO Instagram. And we've been having this issue for like the past 6 months, but for whatever reason, the accounts keep getting shut down. And today, both accounts got shut down. And this is where 85% of our bookings come from. And when you're trying to improve and you're trying to improve revenue and profit, you need call bookings to be able to do that. So we're fighting an uphill battle. That is for sure. I will never fucking quit. I am not a quitter, but that's the circumstance right now. That's easy. It's just really been affecting business for sure. Yeah, no. I think the content's good. I don't know. I'm not even sure if we're posting on the Facebook page. We just had it set up to run the ads through. There's two. So _fit CEO, and then the other one is the Next Level Coaching Academy. All one word. All right, squad. So I was just on the phone with Facebook to try to get my Instagram accounts back, and I'm now in the Facebook support. Traditionally, Facebook support is very terrible. A different issue, but my Facebook got charged $40,000 in fraud, and I haven't even gotten a refund yet, and that was in August. So Facebook support is not great. So we'll see how this goes. Man, I'm sorry that this vlog, I'm sorry it's not more motivational. I'm sorry it's not inspirational. I don't feel like I have an ounce of inspiration or motivation in me right now. I'm just being honest, and I'm really trying not to make this video all about complaining, but I also am trying to hold myself accountable to being real. I feel like I have been punched in the face 500 times today. This is not a normal day, I will say. This is a much harder than normal day in terms of the shit that I'm dealing with and managing. The 2 ad accounts that got shut down today, I won't hear anything for 48 hours, so that's 2 days without any, or I shouldn't say any, it's 2 days with less bookings, which obviously isn't good. I've got to review, so I had my COO. Earlier in the video, we talked about probably having to make some budget cuts. My COO created a proposal, so I have to review those budget cuts. I mentioned the Facebook fraud. My credit card has $40,000 of fraudulent charges on it since August, and I haven't been able to get something back from Facebook signaling that it was fraud, so that I can submit that to Chase Bank so they can lift the fraud. And then on top of that, I mean, this is a positive thing, but we had a 2023 review call as a leadership team. And the big thing that we decided is that the challenges that our company are facing right now are really stemming from the offer and the offer structure, and not having like a very specific ideal client. So on top of all the bullshit that I'm dealing with, I am trying to push forward one project that I think is going to be really helpful for the company. But today is going to be one of those days where I'm just going to be a firefighter. I'm just going to be putting out different storms left and right. And you guys are coming along for the ride. So I do appreciate you guys allowing me to talk about this stuff. It feels good to vent. It feels good to talk about it. And hopefully it gives you a little insight into what I deal with on a day-to-day. And not just me, fuck that, but what entrepreneurship is all about, and what entrepreneurs deal with on a day-to-day. It's a roller coaster. I heard this, I think it was from Andy Frisella, but 90% of the time you feel like you're getting punched in the face. 8% of the time you feel like you're very behind, and then 2% of the time you feel like you're winning. And that, I couldn't sum up entrepreneurship any better. So let's continue this day. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. All right, I figured we'd break up the vlog by showing you guys everybody's favorite person of the vlog, which is Mila. It's not me, it's not Caitlin, it's this girl. Hi, pretty baby. Hi, Mila. You don't have to worry about anything. Dad, entrepreneurship, what is that? I don't have to worry about anything. I just get to lay here all day, go for walks, and eat my food, and play. That's all I gotta do. Oh, I said her favorite word. Hi, sweetie. What do you have to say? Anything inspiring? Yes, just sleep a lot, eat, and everything's gonna be okay, guys. All right, y'all, we're gonna bring the vlog to an end, but I just wanna summarize the main point of today's vlog. It's supposed to feel like shit. All right, like I said, the past year and a couple of months have been really hard for me in LLCA. Today, I kind of came to a breaking point, and now some hard decisions are gonna be made. On top of that, both of my Instagrams got shut down, which, by the way, I got both of them back. Let's go. So I'm stoked about that. And then there was just some other things that popped up today. I didn't get much of what I wanted to get done today because of all the fires and things that pop up. But, you know, we all have those days, right? As entrepreneurs, we all have those days. We have those days that just fucking suck. We have those days where it feels like shit. But here's the truth. It's all about how you respond. All right, there's a stat out there that only 7 to 8% of the people in the world are entrepreneurs, and only 1% of that 7 to 8% are millionaires. And I could tell you right now, because I'm one of that 1%, I could tell you right now exactly what the difference is. It's how you respond on days like today. It's how you respond on days like today. Do you fold up and quit? Do you have avoidance, right? Do you fold up and quit, say, this is too hard, I'm not gonna do it? Or do you avoid? You say, I know it's hard, but I'm gonna avoid it. I'm gonna keep it at arm's length, I'm gonna keep it away. Do you avoid it, right? There's no other option but just to go fucking through it. There's no other option but just to go fucking through the challenges. And it's painful, and it sucks, and it's not fun, and you have so much anxiety and so much fear and so much doubt and so much just mental anguish, and it feels like shit, but it's fucking supposed to. And that's the point of this whole entire vlog. It's the point of why I'm documenting all of this stuff. It's the point of why I'm being so transparent. There's no other fucking business coach that's gonna be this transparent. Why? Because every other fucking business coach wants you to see that they're this perfect, we never do anything wrong, my business is perfect, I'm making all this money doing all this stuff. It's fucking bullshit. That's bullshit. Why is it bullshit? Because they're not showing you the reality of entrepreneurship. Sure, I've made a fuck ton of money. I've helped a fuck ton of people. I've built a great fucking company, but I've gone through a lot of fucking shit. A lot of fucking shit. And I want to show you guys that, because that's the truth, and you guys deserve nothing less than the truth. I can keep ranting, but I'm not going to. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's going to be a crazy year. It's going to be a wild year. I'm excited to document it. I drop new vlogs every Wednesday, so make sure you subscribe, give a little thumbs up, maybe a little comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. I know we said we're done, but when you have hard days like this, when you have days that you feel like shit, which is going to be majority of the time, yes, it's important how you respond to those, but it's also important to make sure that you maintain your routine. All right, so what part of my routine, as you guys know because you've watched my routine video, is to write down my goals in the morning and to write down my goals in the night. And even though I don't want to do this, even though the last thing I want to do is think about my goals, because right now, today, I don't feel like I was achieving my goals, I know it's the right thing I got to do. And then after this, I'm going to read my 10 pages. And yeah, I'm going to make sure that I stay consistent with my routine. A lot of people, when they have a bad day, their reaction is to curl up in a ball. Their reaction is to go back into bed. Their reaction is, I'm not feeling it today. I think I'm going to take a rest. And that's why less and less people are reaching their goals and less people are successful. Be different. This is the last clip. Appreciate you guys. Peace out. I know I said last clip ago, but I wanted to show you guys. I woke up 4:45, went for my walk, about to do my breath work. Nothing changes. How I feel can change, but what I do is not going to change. I'm going to say that again. How I feel is going to change, but what I do is not going to change. I'm going to be honest, I woke up, I feel shitty. I still feel shitty. I feel down on myself after yesterday. I feel a little mentally beat up, a little tired, but what I'm going to do, my actions do not change. So, wanted to show you guys that. I thought this was an important part of the vlog to document next morning, showcasing that nothing changes, baby. That's entrepreneurship. See y'all in the next one.